Dear students, today we will learn about the process of electroplating, which is the last topic of chapter 14. Firstly, you should know what is electroplating. The process of depositing a thin layer of any desired metal on another metal by means of electric current is called electroplating. For example, deposition of silver on brass or copper objects, and that of copper on nickel, chromium, etc. on objects which are made up of iron. In the same way, we do gold plating on the silver ornament. So in the process of electroplating, a superior metal is deposited on a cheaper metal with the help of electricity. Today we will study how electroplating of copper is done. By the process of electroplating, we can deposit a layer of superior metal on another metal, or even we can purify a metal by the process of electroplating. Today we will do the process of purifying of copper metal by the process of electroplating. For the process of electroplating of copper, we need copper sulfate. As you can see in the picture, these are blue color crystals, and we also require copper plate which will act like electrodes. In the same way, we also need a beaker, a battery, and some water. We will make the solution of copper sulfate by dissolving copper sulfate crystals in water. Now the metal which is to be plated by another metal is made cathode, as you can see in the picture. In the same way, anode is the metal to be plated on cathode. Electrolyte is the conducting solution containing metal ions in which anode and cathode are placed, and we also require a power source which supplies a direct current to the anode and oxidizes the metal atoms which dissolve in the solution. So here is given the process of refining of copper by the process of electroplating. Firstly, we should learn what is the process of electroplating of copper. In this process, firstly you should know which should be made anode and which should be made cathode. For carrying out the process of electroplating, the object to be electroplated is cleaned and made the cathode, and the metal used for electroplating is made the anode of the electrolytic cell. Electrolytic cell means the apparatus in which the process of electroplating is done. For example, if copper is being used to coat another substance, an electrolytic solution containing copper ions should be kept in the electrolytic cell. All the copper ions will be attracted towards the cathode where the object is placed, and the object will get coated with copper. In this process, we have taken two copper plates. One copper plate is made anode, this is impure copper plate, and second one pure copper plate is made cathode. In the same way, we will take the solution of copper sulfate, and we will connect these copper plates to a power supply, that is to a battery. Now when we will pass the current through the solution, then what will happen? The solution will break into copper ions and sulfate ions, and in the same way from the anode, what will happen? The anode will convert copper into copper ions. So at anode, what reaction is written? Copper give rise to copper ions plus 2 electrons. So in brief, we can say when electricity is passed through this solution, the copper ions move towards the cathode and get reduced to copper metal. This copper metal gets electroplated on the cathode. The sulfate ions move towards anode from the solution. Here sulfate ions do not get oxidized. Instead, the copper metal of the anode gets oxidized to copper ions. These copper ions go into the solution. As a result of this reaction at the anode, concentration of copper ions in the solution is maintained. So what is the reaction? At cathode, copper ions will convert into copper, and the pure copper metal is deposited at the cathode, and at anode, copper gets converted into copper ions. So we can say the free copper gets drawn to the plate connected to the negative terminal of the battery and gets deposited on that plate. So in this way we get the pure metal layer at the cathode, and from the other plate, that is anode, an equal amount of copper gets dissolved in the solution, and in this way this process continues. In this way we can get a layer of any desired metal on another metal. Here are given the uses of this process of electroplating. Using electroplating, many metals can be coated, like here are shown certain ornaments where electroplating is done. So to coat any expensive metal on less expensive metal, we can use the process of electroplating. In the same way, we can also get the electroplated coins, where copper can be coated on the iron coins or some other metal. In the same way, electroplating is widely used in industries such as automobiles, airplanes, electronics, jewelry, toys, cars, etc. So electroplating is done in all these industries. To give metal objects a better appearance and attraction, such as jewelry, trophies and medals are coated with gold, silver, brass and rhodium. In the same way, to protect metal objects from corrosion or rust, we generally electroplate iron with other materials, like for example iron plates used in ships which remain in contact with sea water are plated with zinc to prevent it from corrosion. So we can also prevent the iron from corrosion by the process of electroplating. Tin and zinc coating on iron is not done by electroplating. These metals are deposited on iron by dipping or spraying the iron surface with the respective metal and passing the sheets through hot rollers to make the coating uniform. So some typical metals which are used for electroplating are silver, gold, chromium and nickel. Silver and gold plating is done on jewelry and gift items. In the same way, chromium gives hard sketch resistant and shiny appearance. Bathroom fittings, car parts, cycle parts, etc. are electroplated with chromium. So in this way, electroplating is a very important process of depositing a desired metal on another metal. But there is one drawback of electroplating, and that is the disposal of the used conducting solution after electroplating is very harmful for the environment, and its disposal is a very big problem. Therefore, there are specific disposal guidelines for environmental protection. So the only drawback of this process of electroplating is the disposal of the solution which remains after the process of electroplating is over. In this way, we can deposit a layer of desired metal on another metal by electricity with the help of electroplating, and this is based on the chemical effect of electric current. Thank you.